Hey everyone, it's Peyton back with the Foreign Herdos, and tonight I am gonna be, hold on, I'm in the basement, I'm so scared. I hate the basement, I hate the basement, I hate the basement. Tonight I am going to be making a bunch of meals. Sorry, I literally hate the basement, you guys. It literally gives me the heebies. I will be making meal preps for the entire week. Oh my god, you guys, I can't find what I need and I can't stand down here and look at, oh, I found it. I hate being down here. It creeps me out. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to give you guys a basement tour at some point. It is scary down there. I am making a meal prepping video. So, I'm really into watching people, like, cook food right now, which I know is really weird. That's gonna fall. I'm also really into people, like, utilizing things in multiple ways. So, I got some big ol' ham. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. Focus. Hello? It's not gonna focus. What if I come over here in the darker area? Oh, it's not any darker, is it? What? Did I hit a button? That's not really focused, but I guess that's good enough. Anyway, so I have this ham, so with it, I'm going to be obviously making just the ham, which you can use, you know, for dinner. You can have like mashed potatoes on the side, or corn, or green beans, and stuff like that. You can also use it for like ham sandwiches, for lunches. You can use it for breakfast, obviously, because you can like fry up an egg, have a slice of ham. Or what I'm going to be doing is I'm making like a little frittata sort of thing with ham slices instead of bacon, because I don't really love bacon. And are you even kidding me? So I have been dying for split pea soup for some reason. I don't even like split pea soup, like, you know. And what does it call for? A ham bone. What are the odds? I got one right here. So that's totally repurposing it. So that's going to be really cool. And I'm just so excited because I love, like, when you brine your ham with stuff, you know, you can pour like brown sugar over it or honey or whatever. I know some people do Coke. Now I love Dr. Pepper. Not sponsored. Sponsor me if you want to. And anyway, I'm going to pour Dr. Pepper over my big ol' slab of ham. So this is probably gonna be a super long video. Might break it up into parts, might not. Well, you know what we do with this channel. So anyways, I have lots of groceries down here and a whole fridge full of stuff. Anyways, let me get my fancy little ring light set up, and we will be back eventually. So, we actually have a pan we usually use for ham, like when we bake it like in the oven, which I have preheated to 325. But it actually broke because it's a stone. So I'm using this, which we usually use for our Thanksgiving turkey. So I'm gonna start by taking my big old slab and we're gonna cut it open. Whoa, this ring light is a little too bright for my eyes today. There you guys go. Sorry, that was just way too bright. I couldn't even see. So, we have the ham, we have the ham in the pot. I am gonna score it just a little bit so that some of like the broth or whatever I want to call it. Broth. Oh, you guys, I'm such a cooking channel. So that some of the Dr. Pepper can get in. You guys need to know what I'm saying. Aside. Ready for the fun part? And I say fun because it is my favorite part. I say it's my favorite part because I've done this before. Like, what am I even saying? Don't you love the angle? Ready, guys? I'm opening my root beer, or not my root beer, my Dr. Pepper. Normally I would drink Diet Dr. Pepper, but we need the sugar, obviously, to like caramelize it. Let's see. I did take a sip of it just to test it. Oh yeah, do you guys see that? So this is 2 liters. We might be crazy and use the whole thing. We just want to make sure it seeps into every cut we carved. So I've used this much so far. I guess we can always put more on later if we have to, right? Oh, that looks so fun. And that's gonna be in there for 2 hours. Okay, this next dish we're doing is a Alfredo pasta, but it's got peppers in it. So it's kind of like a weird Alfredo pasta. Not sure how to describe it to you guys, but I really like it. I don't remember how I even came up with this, but it's really cool. Sorry, you guys. So I am gonna first cut my chicken, just so that I'm not doing that at the very, very end. Oh, I hate raw meat, you guys. So I just pulled it out of the oven. Oh my god, look at that. You can see all the cut marks that I made. And look at the nice juice. So now we're gonna brine a little bit of it. Oh, do you see that? Oh, that looks so good. Oh, I forgot to tell you one more use for this ham. All that fried rice, it's gonna have the pork in it. Duh. Pork and ham are the same thing in my opinion, so. Look at, I could just do this all day. So I totally just destroyed it over here, but I'm gonna taste it and I wanted you guys to see me eat it. That's pretty good. It doesn't have super, like, too much Dr. Pepper flavor, which, you know, is totally fine because you obviously don't want it super Dr. Peppery, but you can definitely taste, like, that sugary soda flavor in it. I love Dr. Pepper. And you guys have to remember, I didn't even put salt or butter or any seasoning or any rub on it. I literally just poured the Dr. Pepper on it. So I'd say just for Dr. Pepper, that was really good. So let me kind of slice it and we'll be back. my camera died, so I kind of wasn't recording there for a minute. But in here I added black beans, like white Great Northern beans. I added a can of corn. I added like a small 1 or 2 ounce can of tomato paste. And then I added, I don't think it was stewed tomatoes. It was like half peeled blanched tomatoes or whatever they were called, which is this thing right here. And they were garlic flavored. So this is kind of going. I wanted to get a little bit of that liquid out in there. So I'm going to have this baked down. I had to turn the oven up because this just is not cooking. Like, this was supposed to be done. This has been in the oven for like 2 hours now. Like, come on. This should have been done a year ago, if we're being honest. So I'm not really sure what the dealy-peely is with that, but that might just be in there all day. And it was supposed to be breakfast. So anyways, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to make a shepherd's pie sort of thing. So I'm going to layer this. We're going to do just a small layer of these to add some extraness. And then I'm going to layer it with my hand-smushed mashed potatoes. So that is the plan for right now. Hey guys, it's like 1,000 years later, and I have finally, I wish I could get you guys at a good angle. I have finally decided to make the split pea soup. So, you can't see it. So right here I have stripped all the ham off the ham bone. I know there is some left, but I can't get it, so that's just gonna have to be too bad. And I've got my split peas. I have some leftover peas from the rice, which I might use. We have carrots in here, which are getting to the end, so I need to use those soon. We have got celery, which is also getting to the end, so I have to use that soon. What else did I say? Garlic. Let me get the garlic. I could use fresh garlic, and I should, but we're just using the already stuffed. And then I need chicken stock, or chicken broth. Are chicken broth and chicken stock the same thing? Well, we're using chicken stock. And what else did it go for? What else did it go for? Oh, just like salt and pepper and stuff. So, let me, oh, you guys. Hold on, I gotta do the dishes. I gotta clean the pan first, hold on. So, I just cleaned the pot. You probably want to just use the biggest pot you have, just so you don't, you know, like overflow it or anything like that. And you want to start by taking, it says olive oil, but we are very into using, it is avocado oil. It's very healthy for you. So we're going to do a very generous pour in here. You want to like do a very generous layer to cover like the bottom, because we're going to be like, you know, roasting vegetables on it and stuff. So we want it to be nice and coated. I'm just going to quickly chop all the vegetables. I just don't have time to really do that on camera. So, hold on. I'll be right back. So I did about 4 or 5 stalks of celery. And as you can see, I just kind of chopped it up into nice little pieces. You know, not too big, not too small, because they'll cook down. And I'm going to chop a large yellow onion. I suppose you could do a sweet onion too, but I'm doing a yellow onion. And split peas, garlic, carrots, stock. So, I have the celery and the onions. I am going to start just by turning this on quickly so that the oil has like 2 seconds to heat up before I dump that stuff in. In here I've added 6 cups of water, bring to a boil, chopped up some carrots. Now I only did 3 small carrots because I don't like carrots in soup, but I know you need it sometimes for the flavor. Anyways, I've also added like salt and peppers and different things into here. So now I'm going to add the carrots. So the ham bone is in. I did add 3 more cups of water. And then adjust accordingly your salt and pepper. So I used no salt added broth, so I obviously had to add a significant amount of salt. And my ham, obviously ham is salty, so you have to adjust accordingly to that too. So I put a lid on it just so that it could really get boiling in there. You know, the ham bone's gonna give it some nice flavor. So I am going to add the split peas now. So the recipe I'm using just calls for the whole bag. I mean, I know they're going to expand and stuff. I think that seems like a lot, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of using like 3 different recipes here, but Hopefully this works. I'm just gonna give it a little stir and keep it on high for a minute. Whoa, look how like green those are. That's so cool. I am gonna keep it on high for just a minute, but I will put it down to low. And I know it doesn't call for it, and it probably will ruin it in the end, but I do have just like a handful of these canned peas left from one recipe that I do just want to use up. So I am just gonna throw them in, and I hope it doesn't ruin the recipe. But I think it'll just give it a different addedness, because I just want to use them up. So, let's see what this looks like. We got the ham bone, lots of nice green pea. I feel like at the end you have to blend all this together. The recipe I used didn't say you have to blend it together, but I think I'm going to put an immersion blender in here, because I want it like liquid. I don't want these chunks in here. So we'll have to see how that works at the end. Maybe it will just mush on its own. But anyways, it's looking nice and full. So we'll check back in later, I guess. So it's been about an hour. It's just been kind of going on low. It still is a little soupier than like I want it to be. So I might bring it back up to a boil just for a minute, just to evaporate some more water. I did taste it. It did need more salt, so I added more salt. I added a little bit more pepper, and then I did add a little bit more onion powder, because it needed just a little, you know, kick like that. But I think it's pretty good. And actually, I thought I was going to have to go in and like immersion blend it. It looks like it's already kind of pureeing itself if you look at it. These carrot chunks are pretty big, and I don't really like carrots in soup, so that was, probably should have cut those smaller. Look at me multi-purposing this ham bone. And then I'm going to have to add some ham chunks to this eventually. That I've already pre-sliced. And then this should be good. But this is just going to sit here all day. So, this is what it looks like, you guys. So, I brought it to a boil. And I don't know if you can see, but I did add about 2 cups of, like, crumbled up ham. I might add more because it really doesn't look like there's that much. Like you can't really see too much of it. But I definitely added a lot, in my opinion. So, we'll see what happens with this. So, the soup is now done. All the ham nicely fell off all the bones, so there's extra ham in it. And then I just started to portion it out over here for like meal preps and stuff. But it makes a lot of soup. I mean, soup always makes a lot of soup, but look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? Anyways, that's probably going to be it for this video unless I decide to add more, but I'm pretty sure that's all I'm doing. So, sorry that this video is so long, but I'm also not sorry because you chose to watch it. So anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and create other accounts so you can subscribe on those. Thank you for watching. I hope you try some of these meals. Let me know. Thanks, bye.